During the 1930s, more than 1,700 Canadian volunteers fought in the Spanish Civil War, including around 350 men from this province. So how did so many men find the resources to travel and fight in Spain during the deepest depression in the 20th century? V. Cooper takes a look.
In the 1930s, nearly 1,700 Canadians volunteered to fight in the Spanish Civil War, mainly in the Mackenzie-Papineau Battalion.
No other country outside of France supplied more fighters as international soldiers.
The unrest and frustration of the Great Depression may have played a role in helping these men fund their journey to Spain to fight.
In 1931, there was 15,000 people in Vancouver on relief. By 1932, a tenth of the population of Vancouver was living on relief. This kind of unrest had sort of a hothouse effect on the possible volunteers that were willing to go to Spain to fight fascism.
Funds were raised across the province to send nearly 350 fighters from BC.
Friends of the Mackenzie-Papineau Battalion was probably the most active group, and they weren't trying to raise funds for military equipment. They were raising clothing for Spanish citizens. They were supplying money for people to travel abroad.
They raised more than $5,000.
This in the midst of the deepest depression of the 20th century, so it's quite a remarkable achievement.
One prominent member of the CCF party, Dr. Lyle Telford,
signed so many applications for travelers' passports to Spain that he worried that he would get arrested himself.
Telford became the mayor of Vancouver.
At the end of the Spanish Civil War, he actually greeted Mackenzie-Papineau Battalion veterans at the Vancouver train station as they returned to Vancouver.
Because per capita, no other foreign city in the world contributed more volunteer fighters to the Spanish Civil War than Vancouver, British Columbia.
This Week in History, brought to you by the Royal BC Museum, bringing British Columbia's stories together.